Real direct kids cooking.
What happened?
What's up, dudes and dudettes?
Okay.
I don't know why I've stuck to that, but
With
still
the
okay.
You know what they
My name is Shaka Bon Jesse Mayor. I am standing president today and moderator of this wonderful session. Welcome back to Dondo's FM. It has been a minute.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, so we are going to first, have a very interesting topic. Today's topic is based on one of our very famous Rotary and Rotaract slogans for this year. Rotary Amber. So, October being Community Development Month, we found it interesting to have a topic that would serve the purpose. Has Rotaract served the community
Answer.
effectively and opened doors for development beyond just the areas? People on my right agree. They say that it has. The people on my left beg to differ. They say there is more lacking. Anyway, I'll allow them to introduce themselves so that we can get underway. I'll start with my right.
Good evening, guys. My name is Isaac Yazi, a member of this prestigious club, and I'm proposer for today's hot topic.
Salutations. My name is Kyadondo Jeremiah Shatta, president of this media club, proposer of this topic.
Good evening, guys. My name is Rania, president of this wonderful club, and I'm proposing a motion.
Now,
What you do? Workshop.
our proposers have introduced themselves. Our president is trying to say that Rotaract has done work. Now, the opposers on the other side beg to differ.
That we have done wrong.
We had
Let me say that two persons. So
now, to my right, there's also a president. Actually, a past president. To my left, sorry. My right has past president and president. My left has a past president. But I'll let them introduce themselves.
A first candidate opposing a motion.
So, the opposers, kindly introduce yourselves.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Colin Atwine. I am a member of this club, and I shall be opposing the motion for today.
Good evening, guys. My name is Shaka Asema, and I'm also be opposing this motion.
Hello. I'm Bob Emmanuel. I'm a member of Rotaract by the both Ashika and Teashab, and opposing the motion today.
Giving everyone a full of Trump, the famous past president. I think that's okay. I've already seen the video, but glad to be that I'm going to be part of it. And I'm also opposing today's motion.
Hi. He has stood. Okay. It is very nice to have Chitan to join us today. So, we shall get straight into it. Our proposers, why do you believe that Rotaract has effectively carried out community development to more than just its other selective? Why do you believe that? Please, each of you will have 3 minutes to defend yourself with your stance.
Thank you, moderator, for the blessing of that time. First of all, I'd like to open this discussion by saying that it is just an exchange of opinions, and we deeply support Rotary for what it has done for us, because that's why we're all here, and that's why we have the chance to innovate. Given that we have this chance to innovate, it's worth noting that in our Rotary district, there's slightly above 500 Rotaract clubs and roughly 3,000 Rotaractors to say. Given that Uganda's population is 45% youth, and we hold a population of 45 million, the vast majority become Rotaractors in today's day and today's everyday running. One may argue that that is gatekeeping, like the opposers, but one may view it as a pin and needle, whereby the focus and energy of a select few can, in an organized manner, drive a country towards change. Because with the effort of the few, we not only have the ability to properly manage and effectively give back to the community, but we also have the ability to pass down these blessings, these differences in resources from the elites through service. Because the hard reality of today's capitalistic world is that there is always going to be have and have nots. So the focus in Rotary in subscribing to this natural order does not make it a weakness, but accepts this truth and helps us to properly serve, so that this existing evil doesn't stay an evil, such that this existing evil can be construed to do good. So Rotary has help. Rotary Eyamba. That's a true thing to say, because we see the truth in the world. We see the truth that the world is evil, and we do something with that evil and make good and give good and share good with people every single day. One Rotaract club at a time, one Rotaract at a time, and one country at a time. I beg to submit.
Okay.
I thought these
Chacha President has officially showed us why
A lawyer.
why one is a lawyer, and two, why he subscribed to the idea of Rotaract and created the Rotaract Club of Kyadondo. So, now, I shall push to our current president, our unity president.
No, in a debate it's supposed to be 1-1.
It is okay. It is okay.
But
First one
okay.
Give us the
I've been told, oh yes.
Wait
So-
for information.
So Jerry, CP Jerry has given his view. So I shall push to the negators, the opposers, to counter said
Say 3 means
statement. Why do you feel that
in the
as much as yes, Rotaract has done work, there's still something missing?
Hey, it's a baby.
Any of you can start.
You start. Yeah? Basically, you start.
Definitely, we start.
Who decided that?
Any of you can start.
Cut. Okay. Then, due to public demand,
Oh,
I shall go first.
That's it.
As our past president, our charter president, has said, yes, Rotaract has helped. I myself can attest to the impact I've seen. It's part of the reason why I was inspired to join, seeing my friends here, my peers, go out of their way to make a difference in the world, and I was inspired by that, and so I also decided to join up because of that. And I commend Rotary and Rotaract for that, for giving me an opportunity to be of service to people. But why I would say that enough has not been done would have to be in terms of the community development. I'm talking about development, not what can I call it? Not growth. I'm talking about something long term, something that can echo down, that can echo down the road. It has been my experience that in Rotary, maybe we can have one project. We can have a project in which we are, like the charter president said, transferring resources. But that's it. We just transfer resources, take a few photos, cut a cake, and we move on after that. What then? What then for the people who are in the community after those who have just transferred resources to? Because it's not just them. There are people who come after that. So my chief my chief grievance against Rotaract would have to be lack of tangible long-term impact, something that can go on beyond just a quick project, on the weekend. And another thing to do with those projects is that the resources often come from without, not from within the community, especially for us who are a community-based club. Like I would like to see development as being the people themselves actively participating in what we are trying to do. I mean, yes, we are organizing, we are helping out, but the people in the community that we are trying to help should have a say in their development as well. We can throw however much money we have at a problem, but ideally, if people are not involved, if people are not changed, if people are not motivated, then it all comes to naught. And I believe that Rotaract has not done very well in this particular sector.
So you are the project manager of this club. What have you done?
That's not interesting. This is just
No, that it's a POI.
point of information.
So what have you done? Project manager to ensure that whatever is wrong with Rotary, you're trying to work towards it.
I am working towards.
Don't forget.
I am
on the board.
Go on the board. You can abuse it. I could see that we were teaching right here. Jerry, you know, like when something teaching, you're there. That was when you put which one? So you must. Maybe as the new project director, I have. Maybe I have not started working upon it, but this is only something I started thinking about when I saw that offer. And it had to get me thinking from both sides. No. Do keep in mind. Like if you don't pull the board card, do keep in mind. I am a new board member. The people have been here way longer than I have. You were the project director before me,
And she did a good job.
yes, and I commend you for that. But on this specific issue,
You know, you have people here, you first know easy.
this specific issue though,
Okay.
Okay.
I think it goes back to the moderator, innit?
yes, chairman.
Okay. You have
That was a
This is our next speaker.
fire solution. So I will send it back to proposers to counter argue no, because they said
Don't concede.
that the resources are from without, but within the club, but not with the community is not involved. Especially as a community-based club.
Okay.
So what do you have to say about that part?
First of all, I don't know, but I would like to tell. Good evening once again. My name is Isaac. Yes, even I'm proposing the motion for today. My points are just going to be two, with clear examples. In Rotary and Rotaract, we have what we call the four-way test, and one of the statements is it beneficial to all concerned? And I believe that our work has been beneficial to all concerned. I want to give a clear example. On the 31st or 30th, I can't remember, of August, we had our annual cancer run that whose financial proceedings go to the Cancer Institute in Ginger to help the cancer patients. So, in my view, the community has been involved because cancer patients are from the community, and this run basically helps them get a second chance at life to see more options. And also, the second statement of the four-way test is building goodwill and better friendship in the community and the people that we interact with. Let's say on a project, we don't leave them the same, and we also don't live the same. So it creates that connection of like goodwill since you're helping. You understand? So I believe that Rotary area ambassador
I beg to submit.
Okay. So, I shall now. That was an interesting one. Yes, part of Rotary's. It's part of the thing that tries to move with Rotary is the 480s.
Aye.
So, of course, that's another interesting avenue to view it from.
True.
So, I will push it back to the opposers.
That's problem.
They have said the 480s, from the Rotary perspective, most Rotary clubs and Rotary clubs live up to the 480s by doing things that are beneficial to all concerned and acting with good will and better faith. What, in your aspect, what do you find different from here?
Good evening, guys. My name is Shaka Osono. And disclaimer, again, this is just a friendly debate between people right here. As I'm going to oppose this motion, something itchy. I'd like to set out again that this is just for fun. So the one point I'd like to put up across is that at the end of the day, regardless of how good intentions human beings are, there are always those that are there to take advantage of any situation. And as big as an organization is, that is Rotary, you cannot stand by and say that there are not people out there, or even in here, who take advantage of situations. You guys brought up the aspect of how many projects we have, or how many kinds of charity events we have as an organization. If there's one thing I can say is that there is always someone who is out there eating or having fun in segment. The greatest example can be the inflation of prices for certain things. You find out, let's say like now, making shirts, but let's use that like as a baseline. Yeah? You find someone selling a shirt that is like 20,000 at like 45,000. Now the thing about that, they'll tell you that all the proceedings are going to charity. But at the end of the day, man, that guy has taken his 50%. The profit can be like 20%, but he has taken like 10% for himself. So my point to that is that yes, Rotary has done good enough, and the principles of Rotary are good. But within such good principles, there are people who are there to take advantage. It's like any other big organization to this one. There's still the aspect of greed that will always be put. Ashmadani, how do you have to say? Okay, no, Rania, you just say it first.
Okay.
I saw Rania looking at me, I was like, no, let me first check and then let me finish. So like I've said, the biggest issue with a big organization like Rotary is, yes, there are people with good intentions, but there are also those with bad intentions that take advantage of those people with good intentions. Thank you.
What need to speak?
The beast from the east is next.
Yeah.
That has what is it?
That's
Okay.
No time I've known you, you've never been short of words on anything.
This from that east.
Never.
Okay.
Never.
The beast from the east.
Yep.
Best from the north.
So, anyway.
Best from the west.
So, that was an interesting perspective. Yes, with every organization, there's always bound to be those who are there for good reasons and those who are there for their own reasons. So I will push it back to the proposers. They have said, that there is, with every organization, there's always that aspect of greed and whatnot. How do you think this has tried to be reduced within Rotary so that community development is more prominent, as you have said?
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Rania. The president
From the east. Best from the west.
This is a friendly debate. And apparently,
Quotes. She put it in quotes.
okay guys, I have 3 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to start with the rebuttals for the negator's side. The first speaker, is Pauline, talked about how our projects, maybe we go and cut cake and what's next. First of all, I'd like to remind you, when you're in Rotaract, that's what we are in. We are students. You're not supposed to go beyond what you can do. You're helping. When you're helping, there are limits. You help within what you can do, not exceeding just because you think what next. We are not God. We are not going to provide a permanent solution for certain issues. 2, I would like to define what an elite is, because it seems that the Geta side does not have an idea of what an elite is.
Oh my, is you at a
So an elite is a small group of people who have more power, wealth, education, or influence over than the rest of the society. So in this context, when you say beyond the elites, you mean that Rotary and Rotaract have not really served, have served not only the rich, but also now the ordinary citizens. Now I'll give you an example in our very own club.
Which cut?
I am a student, I'm not an elite. And Rotary is serving me.
Sure.
I am a student. I am not rich. I have no power. What social status do I have? What social power do I have? But I'm in Rotary because Rotary does not have limits, that it's only the elites who are being served, or only the elites that are joining Rotary.
True.
You talked about greed and people eating. The thing is, that's in every club. In government, whether you go to the UN, whether you go to Red Cross, so we are human. It's not the issue with Rotary, it's the issue with the human mind. It's how you are raised, not the club. 2.
Demons.
Yeah. That's how you do. Those are funny.
Okay, then you also talked about the project parts that maybe, we are doing surface level.
Yeah.
Yeah? We are talking about Rotary and Rotaract. The Cancer Institute and Zambia, is it a surface level project? When you get cancer right now, you're going to go there to ask for chemotherapy. The government didn't build that.
And even in the national...
2, we are talking about polio. We have an ongoing polio campaign for Rotary. It's not the government providing those vaccines, it's Rotary. That is not a surface level project. Right now, if you get that, your child is going to benefit from Rotary. The local person in Kamocha, deep down in the village, is benefiting from Rotary's initiative. Now, I'll give you a simple example from our very own mother club. They built a school in Nigeria. Did the community build that school? No. Rotary moved all the way from Uganda Golf Club to Nairobi and Jinja to build a school. That is serving beyond the elites. Those are people who cannot afford school fees, but Rotary has provided them with hope of education and hope of health. Now I'll come to myself as a person. I am not an elite. Rotary has given me chance to become a leader. I am a president. I have no social status or social worth, but I was given the seat based off merit. Not based off whether I'm an elite, do I have money, do I have this. Then, sorry, let me refer to my notes. I forget what.
Okay,
So basically, in short,
You could see me feet.
no.
There's still people who have to speak.
I'll actually give an example. You know the medical campaigns we have, the medical camps we have. Maybe we haven't had one in our club because we are still growing as a club. But clubs do have medical camps. Those are non-surface level projects. So when you sit here and you say we've not served effectively beyond that age, you are lying in front of the camera, knowing that if they tell you the Bible right now to swear, you will not.
Let her finish.
Wow. Wow.
In front of the Bible.
Yes,
The camera, the microphone.
Bring them all.
Okay.
And actually, let me bring it to logical perspective. If we were serving the elites majorly, elites have schools. They have Kyadondo International. Why would they be going to the village to build a school for people they're not benefiting from?
Shout out our entire club. Good.
So, I rest my case. I'll come back in first nomination.
Okay. So I will now. President has defended her seat.
That's your.
The president has defended her seat.
Yeah, I'm that.
So I will now leave it to the final two.
What?
There. And the opposers. She has said that Rotary has served beyond just elites. It has given for a platform to grow further. So
That is also an elite. I haven't denied anything like that.
I am still here. So what do you feel? Is there like an aspect you feel could be
I want to be that.
Yeah.
adopted or improved more by Rotary or certainly by Rotaract in general that would feel, because the whole purpose of this debate today is for people to understand. There's a section of people that believe that Rotary has done its work, but there's a section of people that believe out there still to this day that Rotary is just a special club for special people. So what do you feel would be something that could be added that could improve the way the perception of Rotary and Rotaract is out there in general?
I call it Frank. How can be opposing?
Yeah.
Our motion today. I would like to start off with community development. The projects we told us the cancer run, the polio vaccine. They were very wonderful projects and special ones of their own kind. We talked about having over 500 clubs, and you find that every club at the beginning of Rotary has like five projects that are planning to do throughout there. So you would multiply that, and that's like 200. I mean, 25 a lot. Yeah. A lot of planning for projects. But the issue is most of the projects we do are success level, because you're looking at giving people now. There is a common project I usually see people say. They say we go to Sunny Babies, the orphans don't have what to eat. Then they're going to collect money, they will collect like 5M, buy the sugar, a lot of sugar of course. And he will take the wonderful pictures and so on. How much sugar? Like 50 kgs and so on, yeah? That's not okay. I'm trying to show you. Yeah, and that's like you spent like 10M for that special thing. Yeah. But you look at Sunny Babies, they tell you that to raise the child, they're supposed to be, you can give them, I think, 80,000 per month. That would look at raising that child from when it's a kid to while it grows up. So most of the projects we have, they look at development only coming from the up down, not the down up. Yeah. When you give people in that sort of manner, it causes dependence. You go to a school, you give them books. Yes, you're solving an education gap, but you're causing dependency. In whatever we're supposed to be doing, I think we need to look at having self-sustaining projects. You come to a school, she said the school, that's a very wonderful project. But for other people who tend to come and do these things, how sustainable is it? When you come to this same school 5 years from now, you are evaluating the change. How do you evaluate? Are you the one who evaluates for the people who actually need the services you claim to give? So as you mention and talk about the good things I've done, I don't think it can come to us to evaluate and say that it's us that have done a good job. If we're doing a good job, the work would speak for itself. So I don't think our work here as Rotary is done. Then to talk about the elites, what people understand as elites in Rotaract. She talked about how she's a normal everyday person. Yeah.
Where do you stay?
I don't have a house.
No, but where do you stay currently? Where?
My father stays in Cebu.
Yeah, you can stop.
My father stays in Cebu. I do not have.
But you stay with your mother.
But you say your father, don't you?
Well, she says that explain what the
Okay.
At a hostel, don't you?
Okay.
No. It's fine how she answered. So I'm explaining that Eli's side of things. So everything is all about perspective. So you come and see this club is Rotary Club of Kyadondo. Yeah, everyone is there. You guys come and meet together every day. Some people coming from work, coming from school. Everyone has his own different life outside. So you come here, you do a project. If I'm to ask, is there a person from this club working in Kyadondo?
Yeah.
You're shocked? Why?
You want me to put people
so we get that thing.
things
But if someone gets
I'm just giving an example. There's Rotary Club of Chitante. Let me give for my club, for example, my club. I'm not from Chitante, but I'm in Rotary Club of Chitante, and I can assure you, I don't think we have anyone in our club from Chitante. So if you are talking to the people and you come and say, we are Kyadondo, we're coming back to Kyadondo here to help you guys, then will be like, okay, there are these guys who always say that these guys from this club that came and helped us. They would say, these are people from Kyadondo who came to help us. You understand what I'm saying? So the member engagement within the bounds of help is also very limited. And I think if you want to really say people effectively stay in the project you have put them, also having a way to initiate them and put them into a club or create some sort of membership with people from the area you claim to sit. So those are my 2 points on that.
Okay.
Point of inquiry. Possibly comedy. Do you know anyone who stays in Kampala Sunrise? Okay, now that was the point of comedy. Point of inquiry is not inquiry, maybe information as well. These club names aren't exactly representative of the places we hail from or the people that we hope to serve, because our mother club's mainest projects, shout out Rotary Club of Kyadondo, who has given us the opportunity to serve here. That's why Rotary helps. So their biggest projects are outside Kyadondo. I think that these names are they just sound nice. Very good. And the true service that we have to offer isn't exactly to the places where we attain these names, because that wouldn't be realistic in the long run, but more as a mantle that we can wear and something for people to remember as we serve. Thank you. Otherwise, that was a very interesting fundamental education.
I'm not sure if this is a point of information or inquiry or whatever it is. I've long lost.
You think?
Keep it, man. I haven't done this business in high school, so some of the times I'm skipping it.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's running.
Okay.
Last night, even.
You know, practice. Not that does that's not in the morning. Every time she's like, "One, that's okay." That's like another point of inquiry. Like, not okay. The lashes are not okay. Okay. I believe this point. Whatever point it is, getting to the point. Okay. I believe this point wasn't just on having people from the places we claim join the club, but the people who we say we are helping, like how many of them are actually involved in the process. Like, yes, Rotary Club of Kyadondo's projects like the Niagara School. Shout out to them for that, by the way. I really love that. It's not here, but how many people on that side have actively participated in the project and are part of the Rotary family as a whole, not just from Kyadondo, because we say we are the Rotary and the Rotary Club of Kyadondo. Yeah, I think that was the main thing, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that was the main thing.
Okay.
Good.
That was made the crossfire.
We had the last.
Just so fire. For you.
This will get amazing.
For you.
Not yet. God run here. Give up.
Okay. So
I'll be tomorrow.
Man have run here. Give up.
due to time, we shall leave this. But the main purpose of this particular topic is mostly because how you've been speaking here today is exactly how we see Rotary in general. Actually, people agree every time they see it. The members agree that Rotary and Rotaract have done excellent job. We always forget even Interact is there. Interact. They have all done excellent job. However, there's a section of people that believes that subscribing to Rotary is only for the AIDS. So the main point of this particular topic is to show.
Have you seen those subscription fees?
Is to show. It's not what but it's to show that it is not for you. It is Rotary is not just for the top people. No, it is a chance for people to give back to the community, to give back to not just an individual is here, but an individual in another district. Because there are so many Rotary clubs, so many Rotaract clubs that have had projects that are beyond this country, beyond the district, like different places. The whole idea is community development at large. Rotary has done its part. The projects are many. We can't count, like there are so many. Yes, there are different aspects that are still missing that we feel like would be improved. But at the end of the day, it's a journey in progress. There are things we learn. Yes, how we are learning how to incorporate more people. We are getting more members, but members of meaning, members of impact, those who can give back to the community and feel like, yes, we have this project is sustaining for years. It's going to be there for years. We have all given excellent examples. The cancer run, annual cancer run, the 14th edition. That's 14 years in the making. That has been to construct the cancer institute in Zambia. There is the Polio Plus initiative that is currently still ongoing. It is currently ongoing, and we are at 99% polio eradication. So
Thanks to Rotary. Lucky.
but overall, the main thing is the main issue is, despite all the things that people have said about Rotary, at the end of the day, us as Rotaractors and working with Rotarians, working with Interactors, have we done our part? You find a project like, okay, we are 500 plus clubs. We have 3,000 Rotaractors. Are these Rotaractors making impact? Yes. Are they doing it in the same way? Maybe not. Are they doing it to a certain extent we all want? Perhaps yes, perhaps no. There's still room for improvement. But at the end of the day, we are all actively making a difference to ensure that community development is there.
Yeah, man, somewhat later.
Anyway,
Indeed.
this is a first of many that will be coming.
Yeah.
We shall be having more as time goes on.
Never put Rania on this thing again.
She had the key reason to have Rania here was to defend her seat. She is president of the club. She had to defend.
Even if I was a club member, just a tea.
So she has defended. Everyone has given amazing suggestions. They've given amazing insight, and it is certainly why Rotaract's first goal is to ensure professional development and leadership. So these are some of the things we do. So at the end of the day,
Why did that chip tip?
as the slogan goes, Rotaract. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.
Yeah.